Welcome to Palma de Mallorca. We only have one day to explore this gorgeous Spanish island, so come along with us as we cram as much as we can into this one day.
So our first stop is obviously the gorgeous cathedral.
Yeah, there's quite a few stairs to get up here, but it is very beautiful. I do recommend ordering your tickets online ahead of time because they do timed entry. We've got ours, and so we're gonna see if we can get in.
Just finished up in the cathedral, and you definitely want to buy your tickets online because the line to buy tickets here is very long.
Yeah, definitely worth doing though. It is extremely beautiful inside. It is a Gothic style cathedral, and they actually started construction in like the 1200s. And in like the early 20th century, Anthony Gaudí kind of helped to redesign part of the interior, including all those gorgeous stained glass windows. Which after seeing Sagrada Familia, we can definitely tell that's kind of his signature style. There was just this beautiful, like, colored light projecting on other walls from the stained glass in both churches, and it is really, really beautiful, but the style is very, very different.
Just finished up in the Royal Palace. It's right across from the cathedral, and it was only €7 per person to get in.
Yeah, this was built in the 1300s, so it is a little bit more on the like simple style compared to some other European palaces we've seen, but it is very beautiful, and you can see that it has some of that kind of like almost Arabic style architecture in it, so there is that influence here, and definitely worth stopping by. During our 2.5 years in Mexico, we definitely drank plenty of horchata. And here in Mallorca, the horchata is a bit different. It's actually made with almonds. The version of Mexico is made with rice and cinnamon, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it. The flavor is similar. It still is that sweet cinnamon creamy, But then, of course, this one is nutty because it has almonds in it. It doesn't have that little bit of chalkiness that you get from the Mexican version from the rice. We also have here Palmera, since we are in Palma de Mallorca. And then we got the encimada con crema. So we're going to dig in and enjoy these. Well, as far as the pastries went, the encimada was definitely the winner. It was this really like light puff pastry around the edges, and on the inside was this really delicious like eggy vanilla custard. Very, very good.
And then the Palmera was also very good, but it just tasted like a pie crust with some burnt sugar on it.
Yeah, very simple. But now that we're all fueled up on carbs, I think we're going to go check out some more churches and just appreciate some of this gorgeous architecture.
Behind us now is the Basilica of St. Francis, and we're going to just be admiring this from the outside.
Yeah, in order to get in, the entrance fee is €6 per person. We already paid €10 per person to go into the cathedral. And what I didn't know ahead of time is there is a combo ticket that you can get for just €18 a person, and you get entrance into like 6 or maybe even 8 different churches. So if that's your thing, you're definitely better off to get that combined ticket instead of purchasing them individually.
Our next stop was Mercat de Olivar, which was a very local market with plenty of meat, cheese, and produce vendors. Everything looked very fresh and delicious. This market didn't have many prepared food options, so we continued on our search for lunch. Checking out yet another church and the main market. Now we're walking down the Rambla.
This is absolutely beautiful. There's beautiful tile on the ground, and then there are these gorgeous trees, which right now are decorated for Christmas. And unfortunately, we're not going to be here this evening to see it all lit up, but I can only imagine how magical it must be. Well, it started to rain a little bit, so we decided to duck into Bar Espanya for, you guessed it, some more tapas. So here we each have a nice glass of red wine, and right now we have the pan con tomate, and we also have the Spanish tortilla, which is just scrambled eggs basically with potato layered and baked. Here we have the croquetas de jamón, which is just basically mashed potato with little pieces of ham deep fried. And then here we have a little piece of toast that has the local blood sausage, as well as a little egg and a pepper. And then here we have the little mini burger, which also has a little tiny egg and some goat cheese with some little french fries. So as Americans, I think we often assume that the drink of Spain is sangria. It's not, however, it's vermouth. And here I have the local red vermouth. They put a little orange twist and served it over ice. Oh, that's delicious. It's not as sweet as the vermouth I've had back in the US. It has a little bit of a bitterness to it and some like spices. Kind of like Christmassy type spices. So it tastes very much like a cocktail. I really like it.
Well, that's a wrap on our day here in Mallorca.
Yeah, we did most of the high points. I feel like a day or two here is probably all you need to see all the sights in the downtown area. Now, I know that these islands are known for their beaches, and I am sure that they are gorgeous, but as I mentioned before, they're getting their Christmas decorations up, so it's a little chilly for that. But the downtown area is very compact and very beautiful. We really enjoyed our day. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, check out our last video where we explore the city of Barcelona.